What's going on? We back. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the other content on the channel. It's Mac the Guru. We about to break down this 50 Cent versus T.I. I'm going to break down the battle, and I'm going to break down what T.I said on Hot 97. He said if 50 Cent was from the Midwest, he would be Nelly. I'm going to break that down, but let's go to the battle first, man. Now, both of these are two heavyweights. All the people that did the verses been heavyweights, and it's going to be opinionated. If they do it over Instagram, which I hope they don't, I hope they be face-to-face because the Wi-Fi always jack up. And whoever the Wi-Fi jack up on, the fans going the other way regardless. That's how it works. Now, how many classic albums do they got? T.I went on Hot 97 and said he had 5 classic albums. He stretched that a little bit. He did. He don't got 5 classic albums. But he got 4. Trap Music, Urban Legend, King, and Paper Trail. 3 of them is everybody should say they classics. Trap Music, Urban Legend, Paper Trail. King a classic too, though. It definitely is. 50 Cent, on the other hand, 50 definitely got one classic, Get Rich or Die Trying. This classic albums. But see, 51 classic is bigger than any of T.I albums. The Massacre was a good album too, but the thing with the Massacre, I don't know if a lot of people know, 50 gave a lot of his hits to the Game, the rapper The Game. Hate It or Love It, This Is How We Do. Yeah, them was all 50 records. He gave them away to help the Game, and then the Game turned his back on him or whatever. You know, remember that beef. But you got to think, 50 also got the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack with Window Shopper, Hustler's Ambition, you know, When It Rains, It Pours. On top of them 2 albums. Then, of course, he got I Get Money. And then he got all his features with the Game and all that. So, 50 got some heat. 20 songs? 50 hard to beat, man. 20 songs, 50 is hard to beat. T.I could do it, though. It just depends on how they play it. And it's all objective. You're going to have people going into the battle that's going to pick T.I before the battle and pick T.I after. Same thing with 50 Cent. Now, I ain't biased. I just think it's just going to literally come down with how they play it, how they play their tracks. Because 50 Cent got the bigger songs. He probably got like 3 songs that's bigger than, or 2 songs at least, 2-3 songs that's bigger than anything T.I got. But T.I got some, that next, 5 to 7 songs, T.I got bigger songs. So it's just, it literally come down to how they play things. T.I definitely more lyrical than 50 Cent, definitely. So that's gonna play. But what's going against T.I is, 1, 50 is from New York, so the radio stations, they gonna be biased towards 50. That's 1. 2, right now, a lot of people look at 50 as being more relevant than T.I because of all his TV shows and the TV success. Those people, they gonna pick 50 regardless, right? So those are 2 things that's working against T.I. But it all comes down to the play, how they play their song. Now let's break down what T.I said. And this gonna hurt some hearts. If 50 Cent wasn't from New York, if he was from the Midwest, would he be Nelly? Now what's key is T.I used the Midwest and Nelly. If 50 Cent was from Cali, he'd be just as big. If he was from the South, he would be just as big. because they all rally behind each other. They make sure they help each other. The producers make sure they giving all they, people that's from where they from the biggest hit. Look at Swiss Beats. He gonna give his biggest hits to Jada, Fab, Jay-Z, DMX. Somebody from the East Coast. Typically, producers only work with people that's not like they people from where they from, to be diverse, just so they can say, hey, I didn't work with a diverse group of artists. That's it. Then they go get most of their big hits to people where they from. Mostly. And the producers coming in, the reason why that's key is they not just coming in with a beat. They coming in with a whole concept to the song, a chorus, all that. A lot of times. So that's why that's key. Also, the Midwest, like I done been in Detroit. I'm from St. Louis. I stayed in Chicago, North Chicago for 3 years. Been to South Side, West Side Chicago, Gary, Indiana. I've been all throughout the Midwest, man. The Midwest do not stand up for their artists. So when T.I said what he said, dog, 50 Cent, if he was from the Midwest, he wouldn't even be Nelly. That first album would have still went platinum, but he wouldn't be as big as Nelly is. Because Nelly was able to switch over and go more pop. 50 with the gangster rap, he wouldn't been able to do it like that, man. He just wouldn't have. And they wouldn't, nobody would have been able to hold him up in that. Like, New York hold him to a high, standard. They build him up. If the Midwest radio stations and just people in general supported their artists the way New York did, in the eyes of the world, now, Nelly is just as big as 50 Cent to the world. Like, many people know 50 Cent, know Nelly. And it's probably most likely people that don't know 50 that know Nelly. You know what I'm saying? Because of the crossover, the over and over again. That type. He did country records and stuff. So, but in hip hop, they hold 50 to a higher regard. And it's because New York protect their people, man. And the Midwest just don't. Same thing with Eminem. Same thing with Kanye West. Now, I know Kanye be tripping. But the Midwest just don't hold up their artists, man. Everywhere you go, motherfuckers is hating. Oh, they ain't did such and such for the community. Oh, they start coming up with these dumbass excuses. Everywhere I done been, man. Big Sean going through that right now. Dog, Big Sean rap amazing. He's supposed to be held in super high regards in the game right now. He done had big old smash hits. All that. Know why he not? He from the Midwest. That's something that we gotta do better. Holding our artists up. But we can't because it's too many haters. That's just what it is. I give you another example, right? This gonna hurt the heart even more. If Nas wasn't from New York, if he was from the Midwest, you know who he'd be? Common. Yo. Common dead nice though. All time a legend, but is he held in the same regard as Nas? Nope. But he would be if he was from the East Coast. Just think about Common albums. He had Resurrection. That was in 1994. Illmatic, 1994. He had Like Water for Chocolate. That's a classic, right? That could go right up there with It Is Written. It Was Written. 2 classic albums. He had B. That's another classic. See what I'm saying? Like, Common right there. His latest work is better than Nas' latest work. Common latest albums, Nobody Smiling. That wasn't the one. But Black America again, like, Common latest work has been better than Nas' latest work. But if he was from New York, he'd be right there where they put Nas at. So, hopefully you understand now. Hopefully you get it. I broke it down as much as I could, as much as possible. You know? The Nas, the Common thing, them facts. The 50 Cent Nelly thing, them facts. And you got to think nobody brought Nelly in the game. So it's even harder to get in the game. When you from a place where nobody else got in, you got to get in and make connections and do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's way easier. All that 50 Cent beefing with everybody stuff, they'd been like, get this nigga out the game. If he was from fucking St. Louis, they'd been, get this nigga out the game. That shit wouldn't have worked. So I just broke it down, man. Now with the 50 Cent T.I battle, it's going to be opinionated, debatable. Either way, they 2 heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? But it's Mac the Guru. Remember, if you still here, click that subscribe button and like the video, man. I broke it down for you. Peace.